Hi there, guys. All right, so what I want to do is I want to go over two problems real quick on how to solve using substitution. So my first two equations that I have here are y equals 3x, and then I'm going to have x plus y equals negative 32. What I like to do on these is I like to label them just to avoid any confusion. This is going to be equation A, equation B. Anytime you use substitution, you need to pick the equation that has one of the variables by itself. Well, if you notice in equation A, y is by itself. Well, what is y? Y is 3x. So since y is 3x, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything from equation A and plug it into equation B everywhere that I see that y. So this now becomes x plus, well, what is y? Y is 3x. So x plus 3x equals negative 32. So my next step, I need to combine like terms. So I have 1x plus 3x, which is 4x, and that equals negative 32. From here, I've got to get x by itself. So I'm going to divide both sides by 4. And when I do this, I get x equals negative 8. Well, now I know what x is, but I got to figure out what y is. So remember, on equation A, I've already got y by itself, right? I have y equals 3 times x. So what I can do is plug in this negative 8 right here for that x. So y equals 3 times negative 8. So y equals negative 24. Now, all of these equations are always going to be put in coordinate form. If you remember, it's alphabetical, so x, y. So when I write this, my answer is going to be negative 8, comma, negative 24. And you can always plug this back in to check. All right, so I'm going to do one more real quick. All right, so on my next one, I have the equations 3y plus 4x equals 14. And then I have negative 2x plus y equals negative 3. So let me call this one equation A and equation B. So what I always like to do is find the one that has a coefficient of 1. Right here I've got 3y, I have 4x, I have negative 2x, and I have 1y. Well, y's got a 1 in front of it. So what I want to do is in equation B, I want to get y by itself. So I'm going to rewrite this. Negative 2x plus y equals negative 3. Well, I want to get y by itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2x to both sides. This cancels here. I'm left with y equals negative 3 plus 2x. Well, now I've got y by itself. And remember, this is equation B. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take what y is equal to and plug that into equation A. So equation A was 3y plus 4x equals 14. So I'm going to do 3 times everything here because this is y. So 3 times negative 3 plus 2x, close my parentheses, plus 4x equals 14. So 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. 3 times 2x is 6x plus 4x equals 14. So my next step, I need to combine like terms. So 6x and 4x. So I'm left with negative 9 plus 10x equals 14. Well, now I want to get x by itself. So I'm going to add 9 to both sides. So I have 10x equals 23. So I'm going to divide both sides by 10. So x equals 2.3. Well, I know what x is. So now what we need to do is solve for y. So I've already got this equation right here. I've got y by itself. So I'm just going to go back to this one. It's the easiest way to do this. So y equals -3 plus 2 times 2.3. So y equals -3 plus 4.6. So y equals 1.6. Now remember, we always write these in coordinate form. So I'm going to do x comma y. So x is 2.3 and y is 1.6. Guys, if you have questions on these, please reach out to me and let me know.